Yes, I'm Chris,
I'm Adam.
and we don't have a Topher.
Oh.
Yeah, he is on hiatus still. He'll probably poke his head in once or twice, so it's just gonna be us for the time being. That's who you're gonna have to
Yep.
deal with. Yeah.
But we wanted to bring the show back.
This
Had
is
a-
season 2. Yeah,
Officially.
season 2. Yeah, we had a lot of crazy stuff go on last year, so we had to take a break. But I think, knock on wood, knock on wood, it's all good for now.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
You might notice we're in a different location. We're in the studio now instead of in the living room. Or
Brought to you
dining room.
from Heartache Productions. Heartache Studios? Heartache Productions?
Heartache Productions.
Heartache Productions. Ooh.
So, tiny room, but we're making it work.
Is that like tiny desk, except for with less funding?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like it's tiny.
funding?
It's tiny desk with no funding.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair. All right. So we're just going to kind of, first episode back, we're just going to kind of go through, what we've done this year, just some, general, what we're planning to do, I guess.
Yeah.
From what we've decided so far, which isn't a whole lot.
Yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of a format change, I think. I mean, obviously, there's just the two of us right now, and also some of the things that were really fun to do were also super time consuming.
Yes.
So we're gonna just do things slightly differently this time around.
Mm-hmm. We will probably have some guests, I'd imagine. There's definitely been some interest in that. People would like to come on the show. No spoilers, but there will be some demos probably coming up soon, we hope.
Yep.
So that'll be cool.
And if anybody that does gear is watching and you'd like us to do a demo of your stuff, let us know. That first season we did one of the Karen pedal. We might do some other stuff from different builders. So we'll see how the season goes.
Yep, and I think that's all we have planned so far coming out. We're kind of flying by the seat of our pants right now.
Absolutely. Yeah, we didn't really write a full script for this. So actually, this is the first time I've seen Chris in a while.
Ooh, yes. November?
Yeah.
And we're kind of we should probably say we're recording in February. It's still February. So y'all will be seeing this in March, I'm assuming. Probably the second week of March. We haven't really taled about it, so.
Yeah. No, I would assume as much, too.
So what's been going on the past year, music-wise? What you been working on?
I've been working on a new solo album, and which is I was working on right before you got here, so that one's getting close to wrapped up. Been getting roped into working on projects for a lot of other people.
We'll pretend like I don't know what the album's called, and why don't you tell us?
Oh, it's called Winter Funk, and it's a twofold title.
What what day is that releasing?
March 10th.
Oh wow, we're coming up on that. Okay,
so it's probably going to be not too far away from the episode coming out. So,
and I'm assuming YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, all that stuff.
Yep, it'll be on all those. I'm gonna try and get a pre-save link sent out in a few more days.
What day is that? What day? March 10th is what day of the week?
It's a Friday.
It's a Friday. Okay.
Somehow, I don't know if you know this. I was researching, and apparently Fridays are the best days to release new music.
Oh, really? Is that the same with episodes, or is that just music?
I don't know. We should probably find that out.
Yeah, because we've been releasing on a Tuesday. It might not hurt to release this on that same day.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, all right. Well, yeah, so look down, links in the description then. We'll just plan on that. Links in the description for, Adam's new album.
Yeah, thank you. Good day to plug it.
Yeah.
So what have you been doing music-wise?
Oh, man. So what was I doing? End of last year, we were playing I was playing with The Last Plane Home quite a bit. You and I did some stuff with Topher's other band, The Paper Heart. Yeah, because it's been a while since we recorded. So, yeah, we did a big show in Columbia City, Indiana, the huge sprawling metropolis of Columbia City, Indiana.
It's one of the coldest shows I've ever played.
That is the coldest show I've ever played with a guitar.
Yep.
I'll say that.
could not feel our hands.
And I was playing bass for it and had to stick my hands in my hoodie in between times, and we were sharing the little the hot hands things. So that was interesting. And then I did one final show with the last plane home, not our last show. It was just the last show of the year, on December 30th, down in Muncie. And then since then, I've just been playing I've been playing with the Wayndale Praise Band, who's probably all watching. Hey guys. I've been playing with a local high school's show choir band. Um, that's been an experience. We'll just say that.
That's fair. That's
yeah.
fair.
So a
I
lot and not much.
we might be doing a show together in July.
Yes, I forgot about that. Yeah, keep your eyes peeled for. We'll be announcing. I don't know. Has he said it yet? Are we allowed to?
I don't know if we're allowed to say it, but I mean, he's not here, so
He can't tell us not to.
so we might be doing a special Topher Beyer birthday celebration.
With all 40 of his bands. I mean, 3 of his bands.
But there'll be more. I'm sure that we'll be able to talk about that a little more as it gets closer.
Yes, so that'll be cool. I've got 3 shows scheduled through the year already. I'm assuming you've probably got some solo stuff.
Yeah, I've booked a few solo gigs, and now, like, just this last week, I've found a lot more places are reaching out. I think people are starting to think about the spring, summer.
Oh, cool.
A lot of smaller acoustic gigs, extra, money.
Yeah, right.
Which is always beneficial.
I think that's something we need to talk about later on this podcast is how, because I'm dealing with it for the first time since I've been a sound guy coming up. How do, like, it's going to be boring as crap. Dealing with, like, taxes, how musicians deal with taxes and all that as contractors and all the basics. I think people probably would like to know because there's not much information out there. Like, we can't give tax advice, obviously.
No, you can't give tax advice, but I guess you could give them, like, I guess we could talk about the stipulations that are, like,
some of the things that go around
it. And stuff that you got to make sure you do so you don't have problems.
Yes.
I've been dealing with it for about 6 years, so
I dealt with it as a sound guy. I haven't really dealt with it as a guitar player all that much. So, yeah, mostly because I just kind of show up and nobody like, we're not gonna pay you. No, not you, everybody else.
we'll give you 6 PBRs and a real nice credit to your name.
I see that you too have played for the brass rail. Oh, we should probably yell that out, huh?
We'll split the $100 at the door.
Oh man. Okay.
So if anybody has any like specific like gear topics or wants to talk about venues or really anything music related, shoot us topic ideas because we're pretty open to trying it, whatever.
We do have some in the works. It's just we are trying to get back in the habit of getting a rhythm to this whole thing.
Yep.
Because we used to keep spreadsheets and all that stuff, and after not doing it for almost a year, yeah, we kind of got lazy.
So stick with us for a couple episodes, and we will get it back.
Yes, exactly. So we wanted to talk about what we've been up to, what we've been working on. We mentioned a little bit of some of the plans going forward with the podcast. Like I said, anybody who has some topic ideas or I like venue stuff, so I like talking to people with venues. So anybody who will give us a tour or anything, or that we're down for that too.
I'm down anywhere within reason. Like we'll come and visit. Like we did a few location ones last season.
Yeah, and we had mentioned doing stuff like going up to Chicago to visit like CME and that sort of thing. So we wouldn't be opposed to doing that. Probably
we may do a trip this year if everybody wants to do that.
Yep. Yeah. So let's see. What else we got? So I just wrote down some general questions on here, but you got any concerts you're gonna see this year or anything
concerts
cool
that I'm gonna see
or have seen in 2023?
Leah and I went and saw Ani DeFranco recently. That was a really good show. Planning to buy tickets to the Wallflowers when they come here in town.
Yeah,
I haven't done so yet, so I need to get on it.
Yeah, let me know on that one because that one, I'm a huge Jacob Dylan fan. Yeah,
you went to a concert yesterday?
Down the Line 17, which for those of you who are local to Fort Wayne, probably already know what it is. For those of you who are not local to Fort Wayne, we have a concert series every year where a bunch of the like big local bands will pick another group to cover. So, for example, this year's theme was Woodstock, and so we had 4 different bands covering. It was Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, Jefferson Airplane, CCR, and Jimi Hendrix. And that's kind of like they pick a theme every year, and then we'll do like a whole thing about it. Our friend Mike Newsom, who plays with us on occasion, his other band did Talking Heads last year, and that was really cool. Yeah, I'm assuming
Was the show good yesterday?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, I was blown away by the group doing Jefferson Airplane, and I cannot remember.
I saw a couple of clips of it
Yeah.
online, and I was like, oh, they really pulled it off.
Oh yeah. So they did Jefferson Airplane, and then went into doing like Jefferson Starship stuff, like toward the end. Like it was pretty solid.
I recently did it's connecting to that. I recently did this open what do you call it, songwriters chopped thing at Trouble with Jeff McRae was putting on, and actually the guitarist that plays with Renato from that band.
Okay, gotcha.
He was one of the people that was competing.
Nice,
So.
nice, very cool, huh? Yeah, that was the first I've heard of 3 of the bands, I think. Which isn't speaking to anything of them, like that's just me not paying attention.
Fort Wayne just has had so many new bands, I feel like, in the last couple of years.
We kind of are like slowly coming out of being an underground no-name city because of certain retailers and things around the city that have kind of lifted us up. So yeah, we have a big music presence now. Yeah,
Absolutely.
And we're in the middle of like the halfway point between Indianapolis, Chicago, Columbus, or Cleveland. I can't keep track of whatever goes on in Ohio to know which one of those is closer. Columbus?
I think Columbus is closer.
Yeah, because that's a 2-hour drive. Yeah, because the Agora is 2.5 hours from here. So, yeah, because that was the last big show, like major label act, I guess. Was at the Agora? Yeah, and that was Streetlight Manifesto. Man, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm sorry I missed that one.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I'm just saying I have never seen a band that is more together. Like, how is your live performance more cohesive than your album? Like,
Yeah.
they were that good, and they have a full brass section. Yeah.
I wish you could have seen the one act that opened for Ani DeFranco when we saw her.
Who's that?
It was a string duo called Sista Strings.
Oh,
And
yeah, okay.
They were just virtuosic,
Nice.
like just going from like playing extremely virtuosic classical music into straight into like blues R&B jam, and like going back and forth between the two of them.
Violins,
like in the
cellos,
same pieces.
what are they?
It was a cello and a violin.
Cello and a violin. Interesting. Yeah, I've heard of them, but I don't think
Yeah.
I've ever seen them. Okay. Cool. Yeah, what else we got? So, new gear. That's the other thing. I suppose we are kind of a gear podcast. We should probably talk about gear at some point.
Is that the first episode when we're doing gear? Although we should probably do something with gear.
Oh, no, this is literally just like, did you get anything cool in the past year?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like, because
I got a wall.
Huh. When'd that get there?
I had too many things, so I got rid of the rack and I put a wall up. Oh, or like, shelves on the wall.
You're missing a couple of those Zoom pedals.
I know, I need the rest of the collection.
All 2 of them.
I had a Zoom 505 when I was 15. When I first got my guitar. It was the first pedal I ever owned. It was not too far after they came out, and I didn't have it anymore, and Topher gifted me. I think he did, or you did, one of you.
I mean, we've traded gear so much between the 3 of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got it back as nostalgia, and then this last year I was like, oh my gosh, they made a whole series of these. So I got the bass version. Maybe we'll do a demo at some point.
Oh, that's what the internet needs, is a Zoom 505 bass demo.
It makes me. I kind of want to get like. I feel like we should take like one of these old multi effects that like just are what they are, and just like A/B it with like a Helix or something.
I've got an even better one for you. What we should do is do a gig with early 2000s, all early 2000s technology.
You can only use multi-effects from the early 2000s.
Yes.
With the amp modeling from them, too.
Yes. Correct. And if we can get a hold of a couple of like 2001 Squires or something, or like an Epiphone LPJ or something like that. Yeah. I think. Oh, I actually have my J Reynolds, which is set up pretty good, so that probably doesn't count.
We could do that.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a pretty hilarious gig.
It could be terrifying.
Maybe it would be a song during the set.
The best case scenario about that is if nobody notices, or like really think about it, like, oh, nobody noticed that we used, old multi effects, like basically kiddie stuff, and then it basically shows that our $4,000 investment in pedal boards, guitars, and amps is worthless.
So we need to do it in a dive bar where people really like to.
We're coming for you, O's.
We got this.
Oh man.
Yeah. Exciting new things. I think the most exciting new thing I got was I built a Telecaster.
Yep.
I don't think I had that last season. No.
No, I don't think. I think we talked about it all last season.
I was in process, but
yes.
but it's finally done,
mm-hmm.
and it's become like one of my number one players.
Yeah, we'll flash a picture of it up on the screen.
Yeah, but had the custom pick guard made.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a strat neck, not a stupid tele headstock.
Wow, that's what we're gonna do. Episode 1 is we're gonna fight. Is it?
I love Telecasters. I just don't like the tiny headstocks.
Well, yeah, okay, that's kind of fair because you also can't clip a like snark tuner on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a pain. I had to like a peasant use a headstock tuner again.
Yeah,
instead of a pedal board because of the show choir stuff, because you don't have time to drop a pedal board, run it onto stage, and then so I tried to use that. I'm like, it doesn't clip onto anything. Yeah, that was a pain. Yeah. Okay, I'll give you that one this time.
Yeah, I think that's the most. You got anything new that's exciting this last year?
Nope. No, I probably got a few pedals here and there, but I don't think I've gotten anything new, because the last big thing new I got, I think, and we talked about on the podcast, was my Vox.
Oh yeah.
I take it back. I think it's exciting. I got my Quilter Superblock US.
Oh yeah.
Which is the Fender model, because I don't actually have a Fender amp. So but it's plenty for me because I usually use a Marshall anyway.
Oh, we should do a US and UK
demo like against each other.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, that could be fun. So I got that. And I also have the inner block, which is the old one. Mm-hmm. So we could do a 1, 1, and 1.
Oh yeah.
Because the inner block to me sounds like a Princeton almost. Yeah, like
we could test that.
Good. Yeah, that's true. Against
Princeton sitting there in the corner.
I should say the Princeton with a little more like. It has more high headroom, but the breakup on it is not as good as a regular Princeton.
I gotcha.
Yeah. So like you can keep it cleaner at louder volumes, but once you get into like the overdriven mode, not as good.
I gotcha.
Yeah. I mean, it's still like I paid $70 for it, so worth. And it powers my 4x12 right now, just which I have as a TV stand. Yeah. That was interesting. Other thing I got recently, I got a new preamp pedal a few months back, the Moore Preamp X2, which is 12 different preamps and 3 different cab sims all in one.
Oh, nice. Because
I wanted to be able to switch between, like, I absolutely love the simplifier you got back here over there.
Oh yeah, on the board.
But it doesn't have I don't like the high gain drives on it because it's just Marshall. But the Moore X2 has Friedman, a 5150, and a Mesa Mark V? No, dual rec. That's
nice.
it, yeah. So I can go from like super clean to super crazy, and I also got the Vox in the middle. So that's cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
And then I just got again, 2 months ago, JHS Sweet Tea. Which is...
Oh, those are killer.
Oh, man. It is the begin all, end all gain. I don't think I need any more different gain pedal anymore.
Yeah. That kind of does the whole gamut.
Mm-hmm. Because the right side has the most superior overdrive of all time, the Tube Screamer. Uh-huh. And then the left side is
We need sound effects.
yeah, I know. And then the other side's JCM 800 clone. It's the Angry Charlie or whatever it is. Yeah. So yeah, that's cool. But aside from that, nothing crazy. I'm sure I'll think of
I'm sure we'll both think of some things.
after the fact.
Like I've got a few other pedals and stuff, but nothing like being like, wow. Oh, you know what? The other cool thing that I got that I've been digging a lot lately and playing as much as the other amps. Got a JC40 from Roland.
Oh yes.
So the
That's a big thing.
baby version of the JC120 because I don't need 120 watts and 212s in here.
I don't understand. I think you do. I
But
think you do.
but man, I didn't know I needed one of these until I started playing through it, and it's just the clean is just so like it's almost 3-dimensional.
I'm going to make controversial statement, but chorus fell out of favor the past few years, and I am super disappointed about that because I think chorus in general, like good chorus in general, is just something special. And I think part of it fell out of favor was because of the people kept pushing that Walrus Julia, which I don't think was that good. Too subtle.
My new pedal board, I think I could run like 3 choruses at once.
Oh yeah, because you got the TC. The Plethora
X3.
Plethora X3, yeah.
And then the MS3, and then the Earthquaker Devices Pyramids is a flanger, but like it does a very nice chorus.
So technically you could get 6 choruses out of that if you really...
Oh yeah, because you could run multiples.
Oh,
And actually also the Super Ego, you can just turn it into a multi-effects instead of a
7 choruses.
So yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that. just for the hell of it. Oh man. Yeah, no, I've been using the Dyno Myreto, which has that super 80s
great
track
80s chorus.
Oh man, it is exactly what I've been wanting. Yeah, that thing's super cool for no reason. What else we got?
Oh, we're gonna start doing. I think we're gonna start doing like each week some kind of like a newbie tip, like a beginner,
newbie tech tips or
yeah,
something.
some kind of tech tip, like hey, did you know this, or hey, don't do this. Things like you wish, like I wish I would have known, like when I started, like getting pedals or started working on a guitar. Just think it could be anything, but just gear related.
We're gonna need that like the more you know thing to pop
Yes.
up on screen. Yeah. Yes, perfect.
The gear you know.
That almost sounds like he has the box.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. That's how we get taken off the air. All right. What else we got? I put a thing about cool shows or venues we've played the past year, but I don't really have much. I mean, I don't think.
I have played less shows this past year than I have in like 7 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. You would think it would have been like 2020, but I think it's been the last year.
Yeah, like I said, this past year has been weird. So yeah, for like all of us. So yeah, that kind of tracks. Yeah, we did the one down in Muncie at that.
Be Here Now.
Be Here Now.
Yeah, I wanted to come and see you guys, except that I was in Albuquerque. So.
Oh yeah, it is that far on the map.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was a cool show. It was Michelle's birthday that night too, so like we kind of had like mini party, and yeah, it was cool.
Nice.
We got back into Fort Wayne at like 11 or midnight or so it wasn't too. We weren't out super late for anything super crazy, but of course next day is New Year's Eve, so we didn't want to be.
The hottest gig that I ever played was in that venue.
Really?
There because they have an outside stage as well.
Okay.
Like out back, and like that was when it was Grip and I and our old drummer Devin.
Okay.
And it was like 100 and plus degrees.
Whoa.
And our guitars were just dripping. We had to everything had to be wiped off afterwards.
Oh, that's gross.
I was driving home with eyes stinging from sweat.
My gosh. Yeah, I think the hottest one I ever played was still with you anyway, and that was the Landing 2 years ago when we were midsummer. I don't remember what that. I think the Landing. So for those who don't know, the Landing is a row of restaurants, shops.
It's like a historic street in Fort Wayne, and now it's like food and beverage stuff, and then I think apartments upstairs in some of those.
Yeah, and they have like an outdoor, it's basically like the street itself is only walkable. Like you can't drive cars through there.
Yeah, they have a gate.
Yeah, and so they would put bands out there, and we played it at the end of the summer ish. It was like
Yeah,
August.
it's like summer before last, right?
Yeah, it was like August, and like the the way the sun was setting, it was just like right there pointed at us, and we were under this tent.
It
And
did nothing.
that did absolutely nothing.
Yep.
Yeah,
that was a hot gig. Yeah.
That was a very hot gig. And then we immediately had another one the week after, or day after, week after, something like that, at Taste of the Arts. So that was...
Oh, yeah. That was a hot summer, too, man.
Probably going to have some more of those.
Yep.
Yeah. I already asked, what do you have any new music being released? So you already plugged your album. Yeah.
Do you have any new music coming out?
I keep meaning to start working on my solo album, but that has not happened with everything else going on. So on top of a bunch of family stuff and the current like live gigs, I'm going back to grad school. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, I've already applied and done with my first class and all that. So between all that, no, I haven't had a chance to even like. I started looking at it, it went nowhere.
I don't think I realized you were going to grad school. Nice.
For nothing exciting at all. Data analytics.
Nerd stuff.
Yes, nerd stuff. Yeah. Yeah. So no, other than that, no. I got nothing. You're doing a bunch of recording recently.
I'm doing a bunch of recording. Yeah. I'm finishing up my album. I am doing a single for another like local songwriter. I am doing some final mixing and mastering for the Kickbacks album, and I think we're gonna track a few of the songs in here as well to add to that.
So just for the audience, the Kickbacks, we interviewed Chris Collier, and I'll link that video down below. Last year, or did he just come on?
Yeah.
I don't think we interviewed him. I think he just came on and hung out.
Yeah, he came out and hung out. He kind of guest.
Yeah,
he was kind of a guest host / talked about all the projects he does and
stuff.
drum.
Yeah. So anyway, that's one of his many groups. So we'll link him down below and all his stuff and the Kickback stuff and
I'm gonna start doing an album for Chris Hambrick.
Oh yeah,
here sometime very soon.
Okay.
As soon as we figure out the dates, we're gonna sit down on it.
Yeah, nice. And we'll link him once we get his. Once you guys get done with that project too, and because share the love, I guess.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We need to work on like getting a Spotify playlist from all those folks that.
Oh, everybody that we've had on.
Yeah, all the people we've had on, people we've
featured.
Yep, exactly. So yeah.
Are we doing features?
I was just thinking that myself. If anybody would like to be featured for a song at the end of the podcast, just feel free to send it to us, woodwirewatts@gmail.com. I probably have to reset that password because I haven't accessed that in a year.
Yeah, I have not either.
So I hope between you, I, and Topher, we could probably dig through all of our group chats and get access to that again.
I imagine so.
We're going to have to restart our, what do you call it? Teespring store.
Oh, yeah.
Because we have shirts and stuff. Yep, there we go. I have been asked several times about the one-off hoodie that we did, or jacket hoodie thing. So we probably need to make that one permanent.
We could do a, I gotta see if there's, I know a place that does really killer screen printing.
Yes.
That we talked about doing before.
Keep talking about this.
So I should hit them up.
Yes. We'll do that, I think, for the limited run stuff, but I think for having a, because if we want to offer like all of the,
that's a good point.
One of us will have to do shipping and all that.
Oh yeah,
good
point.
But yeah, no, I would.
Yeah, we can put a lot of that on the Teespring store though.
Yeah, I would like to meet these folks and get some like local stuff printed. That would be cool. I forgot what we were originally talking about with that. Projects.
Oh, yeah.
I got nothing.
Okay. Well, on that note,
anything else we need to plug?
I think just if you guys enjoy this and you want to talk, and we'll probably be talking a lot more about gear and specific things as the episodes come in. I think episode 2 is going to be focused on
favorite gear of 2023. I
There
think is
you
what
go.
we decided.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yep. Mhm.
all the stuff we were looking forward to seeing and trying, and we'll start our new tech tip stuff in that
Yes.
episode as well.
That sounds good. Yep. Otherwise, I don't remember our sign off. Or are we just gonna I can insert it at the end. I think maybe we'll just play. Yeah.
I'm just doing my best.
Yeah, that's okay. All right. Bye, guys.
See ya.